So, Modern Warfare 3. The new 2023 Modern Warfare 3, at least, not, the old one. Is it bad? Now, I'm going to go into this kind of piece by piece between campaign, zombies, and then multiplayer. I'm not much Warzone-esque, so Warzone's going to kind of stay off the board, at least for this video. I'm going to focus on kind of like the three main things. Of course, I know Warzone's going to be a main thing. It has been for a while because, it is what it is. But, anywho, here's the thing about Modern Warfare 3. I don't think it's bad. It's short answer, no. Is it worth the $70 price tag? Definitely not. It is not worth $70. But first, let's get to the bad for Modern Warfare 3. First things first, the campaign was just utterly awful. After hearing the dev cycle, of course, that is very understood, but that's pretty much it about the campaign. Zombies-wise, I kind of wish there was a little bit more, not necessarily like the bag, but definitely stash needs to be increased rather than the 10. If you're going to have like the lock diary, dog collar, and pill bottle take up some stash stuff, you're going to need to increase it, honestly. Make it 20, maybe 25 or so to kind of help people out with that. And including all as well, if you get stuff that, take some stuff in, obviously it will do that. Also, the cooldowns as well. I hope those get fixed when the exfils. Of course, exfils was a huge problem before, but now they fixed that. So honestly, that was nice that they fixed that pretty quickly. But man, the crafting cooldown, hopefully, again, it will lower the time sooner rather than later. Because, with the insured weapon slots, it goes down when you have a little bit of... and when you exfil, you get time off. With the schematics, you don't get any of that. So hopefully they can kind of incorporate that a little bit and kind of go from there and help us out. Now on to the multiplayer. Main thing with multiplayer, the vests really don't kind of do anything unless you kind of want to increase tac sprint or stealthy killer. I don't really use these. I mean, I use the stealth vest just because it's stealthy. It's pretty much a ghost. Like, I don't get why you have ghost and then stealth. It doesn't make any sense between the two. Also, pick 10, I would like to see that back as well. Now the good. So we move on from the bad to the good. Now we get zombies. I do know there's a lot of, open area was more of like the big problem earlier on in here with how, like, the game froze and everything, but now that's pretty much stopped, and it's a lot nicer. I don't think I've crashed ever since Season 1's come out. I know that's very, even before that, I don't think, ever since they kind of fixed or changed the exfils, I really haven't crashed at all. Maybe there's like once or twice, but, I mean, I don't think there is anything else. The contracts, I mean, it's kind of copying DMZ. They're kind of cool. They're more of like a meh, like kind of a, they're not good, they're not bad, kind of area. But, onto the tiers. The tiers is probably one of the best things they've added. Having tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, and go into tier 3, do all these contracts and stuff like that, and kind of get everything going there. And of course, pack tiers of pack tier 1, 2, and 3. And of course, now with the sigils, honestly, the Dark Aether stuff is probably one of hands down the best things they've added in quite a long time, at least into zombies and especially into MW3. And I think it's honestly pretty cool. I've had a lot of fun with zombies, especially grinding the camos. It's very, it's not hectic or anything like that. Of course, now if you try to go into tier 1 or tier 2 exfils, you're going to get a lot more zombie spawns, which is nice compared to what it was. But yeah, on to multiplayer. Now here's where kind of like the meat of everything is. More of like the meat map, but you know what it is. Honestly, the maps, of course, you have, the old MW2 maps coming in. And of course now some new ones like the good old meat map in Greece as well. I think there's one more coming out too, and of course the seasonal stuff with, you know, season or the Christmas version of Shipment and High Rise. Gonna be out pretty soon. Gunplay, honestly, this is probably one of the better like gunplays in a Call of Duty in a long time. There is some metas, but I mean some, you know, are very beatable. And honestly, this is probably again one of the most fun I've ever had in a multiplayer in a very, very long time. With this game, I mean, nothing's gonna, you know, match, you know, Black Ops 2 or anything like that, or, you know, like the original MW2, the original MW3's multiplayer and stuff like that, where a lot of people played and everything like that. But it's not gonna match that per se. But I mean, it is fun. I've enjoyed it. I believe we're about like I'm not trying to go too fast into the camo challenges, and you know, it's a lot of fun just kind of working through camos and stuff like that, just in the game and having fun with friends, and even in solo, I'm kind of having fun too. But same thing with movement too. This is again Modern Warfare 20 or MW2. I almost said MW219, but it was MW2. Kind of ruined movement for me, especially even in Cold War. It wasn't that great either. But this is one of the better movements we've seen in quite a long time, especially with the new engine that came out in 2019. The movement feels a lot nicer and, you know, a lot better as well. A lot more smoother too, with everything. So it is very, very nice to, you know, to play the game and not feel like you're walking through quicksand half the time. You can actually run around and, you know, make sure that, you know, you don't, you know, die from across the map in like 2 shots or something like that. You can, you know, run and hide behind stuff where and last year I felt like I was being shot at and I had no chance to survive because I was walking through quicksand half the time. Sliding feels really good. The tac stance actually is a really nice addition to the game. I mean, like the first time I used it, I was really confused what it meant by tac stance, and then, you know, using it once or twice, and you're like, okay, this is pretty cool. Like, this is fun to use, especially for like camo challenges and everything. The only one I don't like on that is when you have a sniper and you slide and you can't aim in. That's the only issue I have with it. But I mean, that's that. I mean, you just have to get used to it. But yeah. Another thing, I mean, to be honest, is there's not like too many guns that are like a meta. I mean, everyone's using kind of everything. Of course, once you level stuff up, a lot of people will find different, you know, stuff to use and everything. But honestly, again, had a lot of fun in this game so far. But all in all, Modern Warfare 3 is not that bad and has a lot of good things in it. Again, it's definitely not the $70 price. And if you guys do want to get it, I'd say go for it. You know, if it's on sale. If it's $70, I wouldn't get it. But if it's on sale, I'd think about it. But that's going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, hit the like button down below. It is free. Really helps out the channel. And if you guys are new, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and let you know when videos like this go live. If you guys have anything that you agree or disagree with, go ahead in the comment section down below and let me know. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.